Okay, now let's start with this diorama I have made, which is inspired by Star Wars. This base here is from the PC, the back of the PC. My nephew had a PC, it's broken. He said, "Uncle, are you interested? I know you like recycled art. You might be able to use some parts of this PC." So I did. I got it, and there it is. These bottle caps I bought from a Japan surplus. Okay, they are Star Wars themed, but let me show you what I used here. Okay, look at this spaceship. Okay, let me get it from this launching pad. Okay, do you see the computer mouse? Here is the computer mouse. Okay, and this is the dial that you turn. And on top of it are some resistors, parts of old gadgets. This one here is a toy binoculars. It's very cheap. I bought it very cheap at some stores. You know, they are not the expensive ones. And there's another one too here. Okay. Now, do you see the flames? You know, what seem to be like flames? Do you know what they are? Who can guess? These are the bottle caps. No, the caps of your glue, your craft glue. Okay? And let's see if you recognize. Do you recognize these two? What are they? Okay, kabachan. Yeah, it's from your probiotic drink. Okay. Now, this one here, which looks like a weapon, these two are from the lotion, the lotion bottles. It's like that. And then you press something here. Okay, pardon me, I'm using one hand. There's something that you press here so that the lotion would come out. And this one here has a tube going to the bottom of the bottle. Okay, so that's it. And these two here, next between the binoculars, are medicine bottles. And you see this part here. Well, my niece was about to throw away her container of dental floss. So I asked it from her. Okay. So I used them, these things. You see this one? It's a jack from some of your gadgets or maybe cell phone. And do you see these small details here? They are resistors from gadgets. Now, let's take a look at other parts. Do you see this thing here? To those of you who have asthma or maybe has a loved one who has asthma, that is the container of the medicine Symbicort. Okay. Now let's place this here so I can show the other parts. This is a bottle of your shampoo. And this part here is the part of your CD player. And then these things here, the parts I used here are parts of this. This is like a medicine for loose bowel movement. And this one here, I don't know what this is. I just got it from my brother's junk, container of junk. So I made it into a spaceship. Okay. I used gears. These gears I bought online. So another cover or cap of your eye drops. Okay, these are from your keyboards. Let's see. Yeah, bits and pieces of things. These are medicine bottles. This is from your roll-on deodorant. deodorant roll-on. Okay, another part here. Oh, from a medicine bottle. Okay, so you can use a lot of things. It's your creativity that would let you create a lot of things. When my mom was hospitalized, she had to have dextrose. So I asked the nurse for the tubes. This is a part of a printer, computer printer. And then I added parts of the this dextrose tubing to make it into like a moon, a lunar spacecraft. Okay. So let's get this one here. This is another launch pad. To those of you who know the Phantom Menace, this is a Bulba, the one who trained Anakin. Now let's look at this spaceship. Let's see if you can identify. Okay, do you see the medicine bottle? It's here. Do you see the roll-on? There. Also, this is part of a roll-on, but without the ball. Okay, there. Also from the roll-on. Do you see the earphones? Okay, the earphones look like guns. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Now, do you see the main body of the spaceship? Do you know what that is? It's an empty bottle of your maple syrup, your hotcake syrup, pancake syrup. There's also the computer mouse and some jacks and earphones. Okay. Now let's look at the others. Okay. There are a lot of things. Okay, I made this. This is a face shield I bought from the hardware, and then I added this controller, parts of old toys. These are old toys to make it look like a face shield. My co-teacher gave me this old helmet when I was still in Manila, because I'm in Iloilo now, and I made it something like sci-fi. This is from your, if you notice this is from your wipeout, the one that you use to remove or to cover up your mistakes when you have quizzes. What else? The other wirings, one time we had this Brigada Escuela. Okay, many of you know what Brigada Escuela is. And they were throwing away this broken Xerox machine. So I said, okay, let me scavenge some parts. So I got some wirings. There was a habagat years ago, I think 5 years ago. And my neighbor, because our houses in the compound were flooded, my neighbor threw away his handy shaver. So this is your shaver, his shaver. These are parts of the shaver. Another face shield. If you notice, this is from the one that you plug, and it emits something like fumes, so to ward off the cockroaches. Okay. This is a toy tank and other parts. Okay. So I have some spaceships, other spaceships, masks. Masks. Okay, look at this steampunk mask. Okay. Okay. Do you know these parts here that look like pieces of leather? They are cardboard pieces from an old carton of milk. This is from your gadgets. Okay. Also, pieces of cardboard. Another spaceship. From the syringe. Okay, this is from the injection. Okay, see that? From the injection. Okay, parts of the printer. Another bottle of pancake syrup. Okay. This is an empty ice cream gallon. This one. And then while I was walking around the neighborhood, someone threw away this bulb from a broken television, this tube. So I picked it up. Okay. So these other parts here are from the PCs. Okay, so my spaceships have names. Okay, so here are the other masks. Okay, someone gave me an old pair of sunglasses. So using old toys, I gave it a sci-fi look using parts of, okay, let's put that here. Okay. Okay. Now it looks sci-fi. Okay. This is another face shield I used. I have, some during the pandemic, I would go out and use them when I go to the malls, and people were looking, and some of them were saying, "Oh, sir, it's very creative." Okay. Okay. So, oh, do you see this part here? It's from the tip of your toothpaste tube, the one with the cap. The toothpaste comes out of that hole. That's one. That's the one. Okay. So they are parts of old toys. Now let's go to some. Okay, let me show you some masks I have made. Here are my sea-themed masks. I bought this plastic mask, and then using tissue paper and old shells. Some were given to me, some I bought online, some I picked up while going to the beach. So I made this into, I call this the Atlantean warrior masks. There are 3 of them. Okay, this is the 3rd one I made, the 2nd, and the 1st Atlantean masks. And behind them are some bottle art. Oops. Okay. A neighbor threw away his tanduay, tanduay bottle. So these are oyster shells, which people just throw away. Here in Iloilo, there are lots of them. Do you see these pebbles? Those are pebbles. This one I had it printed. And there are shells. And a coral, a piece of dead coral a friend gave me. Okay, some shells. So this is called Let Me Be, because the mermaid is asking the fisherman not to kill him. Let me live, let me be, leave me alone. I'm not harming anyone. Okay. There are many sea creatures that we are not familiar with, and they deserve to live. This is an empty mayonnaise bottle. I'm going to look for a mayonnaise bottle, and I'm going to teach you how to make something like this. So this is also sea themed with corals and pearl beads. Maybe your mom or sister has some pearl beads. You can use some of them. And you can put your paint brushes, ball pen, pencils, markers, rulers, pair of scissors, your sharp cutter here. Okay. You can make one for your mom or your aunt, so she can use it at the office. Okay. Well, I like pirates. So let me show you some pirate bottles I have made. All of them are from empty bottles. Okay. So look at this one. This is a resin figure I got. These 4 are pieces of long corals I rearranged. This is a keychain or a pendant. Yeah, a pendant. I have these dry leaves of ferns. Okay. And there. So it looks like a pirate bottle. Okay. I like the Pirates of the Caribbean. Here's another bottle. I call this Blackbeard. Okay, now you see the ruffles or the waves on his long, uh, like coat, because of those long curls like that. Even the oysters, I arrange them like having ruffles. Okay, so those are oysters and pebbles. Okay, my favorite. Johnny Depp from the Pirates of the Caribbean. This is my favorite. So I have a pendant here, the picture of Johnny Depp, and from the poster, movie poster, The Pirates of the Caribbean. The this chain, I'm not sure if it's gold or really gold, or fake, but I found it from my brother's box of junk. He doesn't need them anymore, so those are shells, empty shells. Okay. This is a favorite of many of my friends. It's the Mermaid's poison bottle. You know, in literature, mermaids sing songs that make the fishermen sleepy. Okay, and this is the poison, a bottle of poison a mermaid uses. Okay, so there are shells, there are small skeleton figures to symbolize that this mermaid wants to uh, prey on fishermen. Okay, maybe you know this character from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Davy Jones, it's a bottle, also with shells. Okay, Davy Jones. This is another Blackbeard bottle. Okay, let me put it up here. This is Blackbeard. Okay. Now, of course, movies about the sea won't be complete without Aquaman. Before moving to Iloilo, I made this Aquaman bottle. Actually, there are three of them. Forgive me for my dusty shelf. I haven't cleaned my shelf for quite some time, so it's quite dusty. There's Aquaman with lots of shells, pearls, and fake gems. So it's more on the blues. Okay, you can see something sparkling here and there. That's his Triton. This is a bottle of lambanog. Maybe you know what lambanog is. Another Aquaman bottle. I think I have made already 4 Aquaman bottles. The others I have given away to friends. Okay. So those are my sea-themed masks. Okay. Using shells. And do you see this one? The plants, they are the plastic plants that your mom or sister might have. Okay? Plastic plants that they don't use anymore. Okay, now, this is an empty oyster shell which I made into a refrigerator magnet. It has a figure of a fish, some small shells, and some beads. Now, let's take a look at some of my other masks in my dusty shelf. Again, pardon me for not having this cleaned because it's my rest day and today is the day that I can make this video. This is Warhead. This is Vision. This is Fumes. This is... what's the name of this guy here? They all have names. I forgot the name of this one. This is Nuke. This is Freeze. This is Sideswipe. And this is, what is the name of this one? Uh, Mercury, uh, Mercury something. It's an expert in communication. He's an expert in communication. Okay, so these are, okay, so I have here, instead of a painting, I arrange shells. Okay, this one here has a message. I will share with you my YouTube, the name of my name on YouTube, so you can search them. You can see how I made some of them. Okay, these are some toy guns which I refurbished. So that these are just ordinary water guns, and then I added parts so that they would look more sci-fi. Okay, so there. Now let me show you some bottle art I have made, and they are displayed in the kitchen. Wait.